everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Stafford's Lions going up against Tannehill's Dolphins.
Thank you, Larry. It is a hot and humid afternoon as we get set for football in the southern part of the Sunshine State in Miami, Florida. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Paul Warlow coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On second down, here's Tannehill. This will be caught inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. On third down, it's Perry, and this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Anthony Fasano. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, 60 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
And he'll bang that one through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. Third and long, it's Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Here's Tannehill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. Got some real estate inside the 30. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So let's discuss the Detroit Lions as their offense makes their way back out there, Charles. Last 3 years, including a playoff loss in 2016, they're 25-24. They're going to have a new head coach, of course, Jim Caldwell, let go at the end of the year. And it always seems like the Lions are stuck right in that middle ground. 7-9, 8-8, 9-7. Can they make that jump to go higher than that?
One would think so, but I think they're going to need to add some pieces to their team because, as you noted, right in the middle ground, they can throw the heck out of it, but they can't run it on offense. On defense, they got a little bit better against the run, but what about the pass rushers? Because Ziggy Ansah played hurt most of the season, couldn't be his normal explosive self. They've got to get some more help there, some extra people at the second level at linebacker in order to keep up with the high-powered offenses in the NFC North.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession. Fresh set of downs here. Here's Stafford. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. First down, Abdullah. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To throw is Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down. Now Stafford. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's good to make it 15-14, 1-point game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Stafford gives to Abdullah. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now Stafford. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Perry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tannehill on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And this one complete to Julius Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Tannehill with a hook up to Thomas for a Dolphin first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. They start the drive with Abdullah. And he powers his way up past the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he's got some space here. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I know it's a cliche, and coaches always talk about it's a team game. We need all 11 to win. But let's face it, Detroit really needs Amir Abdullah to have runs like that all season long.
Missed a lot of time with injuries, especially recently. Now, Theo Riddick wound up leading the Lions in rushing last year, but just 357 yards. They go play action here on first down. The left side completion to Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the offense has it 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing deep for Galladay. This is caught inside the 15. That's it for the... Sorry, Larry. Your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Second half starts with a run by Abdullah. Dancing away at the 30. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. And Abdullah lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And when he was at Nebraska, Abdullah was known to have some fumble issues.
I remember it well coming out in the draft. It was a big topic of conversation. Could that be cured? You know, why did he have the type of fumbles he had? It continues now. There has to be a heavy emphasis on it because he is a talented, talented player. But if he keeps turning the ball over, we'll never know just how good he could be.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Hey, Sean Robinson. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Stafford on first down. This is screen to Abdullah. And he loses the football a second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing is Stafford. Out to the flat for Reddick. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On first down, it's Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a give. This is Abdullah. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Back now in Miami. To throw on second down to Stafford. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Eric Ebron from 10 yards out. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, 72 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So here come the Lions now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to throw, Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Lions go for it on fourth. It's Stafford. They'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it's good enough for a Detroit first down. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. Again, it's Abdullah. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Stafford. He hits Reddick underneath. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Now it's Tannehill. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guy's going downfield to catch the ball.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
A toss to Abdullah. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. The 20. 10. 5.
Well, that's a drive kill.